What would you do if the very people you sacrificed everything for turned your hard-earned sweat into their luxury holiday, while leaving you behind in lies and humiliation? Stay with me as I unfold this shocking story, and please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. It truly keeps me going. I never thought the people I worked myself to the bone for would become the ones who betrayed me. But that Tuesday night, dragging myself home after 12 long hours at the packaging plant in Newark, everything changed. The truth reached me in the most ordinary way. Mr. Carter, my neighbor, was hosing down his driveway when he smiled and waved. "Jamal, your folks sure look happy on their holiday. Your sister's been posting pictures all week." My chest tightened. "What holiday?" I asked slowly, my hand frozen on the door handle of my old Chevy. "The Caribbean. Bahamas, I think." They all looked good, sipping cocktails by the beach. Your mama dancing, your pops cheesing like a teenager. He chuckled, then stopped when he saw my face harden. "You didn't know?" I mumbled something God knows what before stumbling inside my house. The silence in my living room felt suffocating. My phone trembled in my hand as I logged into Facebook. And there they were. Picture after picture of my parents and my sister Lyric living the high life in paradise. Mama in a bright sundress I'd never seen before. Dad wearing a gold watch, holding up a tall glass of something with a paper umbrella. Lyric's husband, Terrence, with his arm draped around them on the deck of a white cruise ship. 3 days earlier, Mama had called me crying. Said Dad's medicine was overdue. Said the heat bill had to be paid immediately or the lights would be shut off. She begged like the world was collapsing. Out of panic, I wired them $800 more than usual. I worked double shifts to make that money. Now I stared at the timestamps. The vacation photos started the same night my transfer went through. I scrolled deeper and felt my world crumble. Expensive dinners, jewelry, shopping bags from Nassau. Their comments under Lyric's posts, "Thank you to our thoughtful children." Children, plural, as if I had been part of this. But I wasn't. I was the invisible son, the walking wallet, the man they had trained to sacrifice without question. My girlfriend Keisha found me slumped on the couch in the dark, scrolling like a madman. She put her arms around me, but all I could do was mutter, "They used me. Every dollar. Every sacrifice." She whispered, "I told you, baby." It was always an emergency with them. Always right before a weekend. Always right before a holiday. I shook my head, replaying Mama's voice in my ear, the fake tears, the trembling plea. "We don't know how we'll survive without your help." My parents had weaponized my loyalty, and now they were laughing in the sun. Something inside me snapped. That night, I vowed never again. The next morning, I drove to their house, a rundown colonial in East Orange. The car ride felt like marching into battle. My stomach churned, but the anger carried me. Dad opened the door in his robe, blinking like a man caught off guard. Mama shuffled behind him, trying to smile, her bracelets jingling. New ones. "Jamal," she said. "What a surprise, baby." I didn't hug them, didn't even step inside. My voice was steel. How was the Bahamas? The silence lasted seconds, but felt like forever. Mama's smile twitched. Dad exhaled, annoyed, not ashamed. "You weren't supposed to find out," he said flatly. "It was a luxury holiday. Lyric and Terrence's kind of thing. You wouldn't have fit in." Those words carved me open. You wouldn't have fit in. Translation: you, with your calloused hands and warehouse job, are not good enough. My hand shook as I pulled out my phone. Right there on their doorstep, I canceled every single automatic payment that had been draining me dry every Friday. Hundreds gone every month for years. Mama gasped. "Jamal, what are you doing?" Dad's eyes widened, real fear creeping in for the first time. "You can't just cut us off like this," he growled. "Oh, I can," I said, my voice shaking but firm. "Find another ATM." Their tone flipped instantly. pleading, manipulating, promises of change. Dad tried the soft voice he used when he wanted something. Mama put her hand on her chest like her heart was breaking. But I had seen too much. When I turned to leave, they followed me down the walkway, begging. I shut the car door in their faces, their voices muffled behind the glass. Later that evening, the doorbell rang at my house. Keisha squeezed my hand. We both knew who it would be. It was Lyric, my perfect sister, standing on my porch with her flawless hair and crocodile tears. Behind her were my parents, and behind them was Terrence, looking uncomfortable. Lyric launched into her performance. You're being selfish, Jamal. Mama's blood pressure is sky high. Dad can't sleep. You'll kill them if you don't help. We're family. Family sticks together. Her voice cracked, her single fake tear shining in the porch light. She waved her phone in my face, showing text messages from Mama, filled with crying emojis and desperate pleas. I stared at her. For once, I didn't fold. I have been paying for this family for years, while you did nothing but sip wine in your mansion. And you want to call me selfish? Lyric's voice rose. That's not fair. Terrence and I have our own lifestyle. Keisha cut her off, her tone like ice. Your lifestyle is not Jamal's responsibility. Neither are your parents. Lyric's mask slipped. She turned vicious, calling Keisha a gold digger, accusing her of turning me against my family. Before I could respond, Keisha stepped forward, grabbed a handful of Lyric's perfect curls, and shoved her back off our porch. My father shouted. Mama cried. Terrence just stood there, frozen. I closed the door in their faces and turned the lock. For the first time in my life, I chose me. The fallout was brutal. Calls from aunts, uncles, cousins. Everyone telling me I was breaking my parents' hearts, that I was ungrateful, that I was destroying the family name. But you know what? My bank account started growing for the first time in years. Keisha and I planned a weekend trip. We laughed more, slept better. For the first time, I felt peace. Then one morning, my phone rang from an unfamiliar number. Against my better judgment, I answered. It was Dad, but this was not the commanding voice I had grown up fearing. It was broken, defeated. Son, we need you. Lyric's husband left her. Found out she was cheating. Divorcing her. Cut her off. She's back home with us. We can't manage. We need money, Jamal. Please. I sat silent for a beat. Then a laugh bubbled up from somewhere deep. It started small, then roared out of me until tears rolled down my cheeks. Let me get this straight, I said. You lied to me, stole from me, excluded me, told me I wasn't good enough, and now you want me to bail out Lyric. His silence told me everything. Goodbye, Dad. Don't call this number again. I hung up, blocked the number, grabbed my suitcase, and turned to Keisha. She was watching me with pride in her eyes. Ready for our holiday? She asked softly. I smiled. Ready for my peace. That was 6 months ago. Since then, I've saved more than I ever thought possible. Keisha and I got engaged. We're planning a wedding with people who actually love us, not people who see me as a bank account. My parents, they've downsized, whispering lies about how their ungrateful son abandoned them. Lyric? Last I heard, she was working retail. Let them talk. Because I finally understand, family is not about blood. Family is about love, respect, and reciprocity. And I have found mine. Thank you for watching till the very end. It truly means a lot, and please subscribe to my channel. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love seeing how far our stories reach. Until next time, stay strong, take good care of yourself. Goodbye for now.